What's going on, gangsters? Gregory Scott here. Today, we're making mindset gains. So this will not be your traditional fitness video. I'm not going to tell you how to get ripped or what to eat to get shredded or how to do a handstand or anything like that. But instead in this video, I want to give you a weapon. What? He wants to give us a weapon? Yes, I want to give you a weapon. A sword, actually. A sword which you can use to just swing around and slash and just cut all of your enemies to pieces. Okay, now let me tell you what I mean before this video gets demonetized, right? You're probably very confused right now. I'm not talking about a physical sword, although that would be cool. I'm also not talking about an actual physical enemy that is coming at you and intentionally trying to do you physical harm. If that was the case, you probably need a gun over a sword. Wow, now I'm really going to get demonetized. Truthfully, the actual enemy that we want to cut to pieces here are lies, and the sword in which we do that with is the truth. Now, try to wrap your mind around that because that's kind of deep, okay? Let's really think about it. So let's think about what happens when you receive information, right? There's only two things that can happen. You can either receive that information, believe it, and it becomes a part of you, or you don't believe that information and you just throw it away. So what happens when you actually receive and you believe a lie? Think, do you know that you're receiving a lie? Of course not. Nobody willingly chooses to receive and believe a lie if they know the truth. If I told you that I was a white guy from Alabama and that I had horses in the back, of course you throw that information away. But what if I told you something more believable, like I was a registered dietitian and I went to school to be a physical therapist for 5 years? Even though none of those things are true, I could sound really sincere about it, and because I have a nice body or whatever and I'm in this fitness space, some of you would believe me. When I was 18, I had no car, I had no job, and I would walk to school in the rain and the hot sun every day just so that I could educate myself and provide for my family. It was hard. This is how deception works. This is what it means to be deceived. Now, if you have believed me that I spent all those years in school and I tried to sell you some type of program, you would be way more apt to buy it than if I told you my actual background. And now, I manipulated you. See, when you're deceived, you don't know that you're deceived. To you, that lie is the truth. It's a part of you, and you hold onto that lie and you protect it because you think it's the truth. And because you think it's the truth, you even start to act on it. Now I hope you can start to see a little bit why lies are the enemy and why we want to cut them to pieces. Lies are dangerous. Lies can control you. Lies, if you let them, even have the power to completely destroy you. Whatever information you receive and choose to believe, it truly shapes and molds the person that you are. Now let's just take it back a couple of steps. Even though this is very important stuff, even though it's a matter of life and death, we don't have to go down that rabbit hole right now. Instead, let's just talk about fitness because that's the reason a lot of you are here. Check this. One widespread fitness lie / misinformation, it's the exact same thing, is the idea that long endless bouts of cardio is the best way to lose weight. You see and you hear it all the time. When you walk on the gym, most everybody that needs to get in shape, you'll see them over there on their treadmills or on the ellipticals putting in hours and hours and hours of work because that's what they think is going to get them in shape. They spend all of their time and all of their effort doing cardio, but what they really need is strength training. Strength training, regardless of who you are, 50-year-old grandma, 10-year-old kid, it doesn't matter who you are, strength training is what's really going to change your body. Strength training breaks down the muscle, allowing you to rebuild and come back stronger. You're constantly progressing, you're challenging yourself, you're decreasing fat, and you're building muscle all at the same time. Cardio, if you're doing an excessive amount of it, actually burns muscle. As proof of this, just look at a cross-country runner that runs for days versus a sprinter that does short bursts of speed and power. It's a big difference, right? There are some people, most people, that actually want to build muscle and change their body, but instead they end up getting skinny fat or not seeing results at all as a result of this endless amount of cardio. Now, why does this happen? Because they believed a lie. Somewhere along the way, somehow, they received this lie. Either they saw it on TV or their friend told them about it, or it's just a normal thing for the environment that they're in. Some way, somehow, they received this lie, they believed it, and it became a part of them. If these people really knew the truth, if they knew that doing all this cardio wasn't getting them any closer to their goals, wasn't building them muscle, and was just a huge waste of their time, do you think that they would still do it? Of course not. Of course they wouldn't do it, right? So let's look at another example, one that really hits close to home. Who's heard the lie that you can't build muscle with calisthenics? I've heard this one a lot, almost daily, or at least weekly. Somebody will ask me what I do for my training, what I do to get the physique that I have. When I tell them that I don't do any weights for my upper body and that my style is mostly calisthenics, you should see the look on people's faces. It's actually really funny. This is because that lie, that misinformation that you need weights to get big, is so deeply ingrained in them that when something goes against it, it's just uncomfortable. It's normal and the stereotype that the jacked guy in the gym spends hours and hours pumping iron and takes loads of protein powders to get big, but this is just not the truth. I don't pump iron per se, and I've never in my life taken protein consistently. I mean, I've tried protein shakes here and there, but as far as like taking protein every single day after every workout, I've never done that ever. For so many people, however, this lie is their truth. So they spend so much money on supplements. They spend all their money on protein powder. They spend hours and hours in the gym doing those dumbbell barbell workouts that everybody else does because that's what they think is going to get them the best results. It also doesn't help that on just all sides and from every single angle, these lies and this misinformation is pushed upon us because that's what sells. Like we learned earlier, deception is real. When you're deceived, you don't even know that you're deceived. The people that are deceiving you, they don't want you to know the truth because when you do, you won't believe their lies anymore. In the Bible, in John chapter 8, verse 32, when Jesus said, "The truth will make you free," he wasn't joking around. Mentally, physically, and spiritually, the truth will set you free. The truth, when it comes, it will cut away all the lies and it will just remove all the tares that have been sown into the field of your heart. Ask yourself, do you want to know the truth? Do you want to remove all the lies that have been sown into your heart? If you do, then only one thing is important. You have to be willing. You have to be able to humble yourself and say, maybe I don't know everything. Maybe I'm not right about everything. Maybe I'm deceived and I don't even know it. You have to be willing to examine yourself and ask the right questions. And most importantly, when the truth comes, you have to be willing to receive it. And question, where do you receive the truth? From other people that know the truth, from other people that were once deceived and were able to come out of it, people that can testify. After you come out of it, after you know the truth, don't you want to go back and help all the people that are still deceived? Of course you do. Man, if only people like this just existed in the world. Let me just say this. If I was deceived before, and if I found out the truth, and I knew that people were still deceived, it'd be the most important thing in the world for me to go back and help those people. It'd be the most important thing for me that those people know the truth. But that's just me, don't even mind me. Anyways, I have so much more to share with you and so much more to tell you, but this video is getting kind of long and already this is a lot of information to process. But I will be back next week with another video and I do hope that you join me. For now, just reflect on all this stuff. Thank you so much for watching. And oh, one thing, if you don't know by now, all of us here, if you're on this channel and you support it, we are now the Overcomer Nation, right? We're overcoming the lies, we're overcoming the physical challenges of the world, we're overcoming our mental, overcoming all those thoughts that hold us back, and we're pressing forward and getting that 1% better every day. So if you don't know, now you know. But yes, thanks for watching, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, reflect on this stuff, share it with a friend, and as always, have a gameful day.